Before you were even born, your parents were already dying for you. Every year, from July to October, salmon receive an unrefusable calendar invite. Go home, spawn, die. Tens of thousands of salmon abruptly turn around. Your parents were among them. They swim thousands of kilometers upstream, pushing against the current with everything they've got, just to make sure you're born in that shallow headwater stream. But they don't pick just anywhere. The water has to be cold, clear, flowing, ideally with gravel on the bottom, to help you break free from your shell. Worse still, this maternity ward is only open for a limited time. It opens only briefly after autumn rains or snowmelt raise the water level. Miss that window? You don't even get a chance to be born. And that's not even the worst part. On the way to the delivery room, there were cascading waterfalls blocking the path. No elevator, no detour. Want to get past? Jump. Failure is expected. They watch their peers crash in all kinds of ways, but they can't stop. Every collision, every leap is an effort to win you a ticket to life. At last, they make it. Bursting through the waterfall, they rush into the gravel-lined riverbed at the journey's end to spawn. And so, congrats, champ. You are one of 30,000 salmon eggs, crammed together with tens of thousands of siblings, waiting for fate to churn in a frozen orange oatmeal. You're 6 millimeters wide, weigh a whopping 0.1 grams. You were covered in a layer of fine gravel that your mother had built herself, using her last bit of energy to build a primitive incubator. And then she died. Dad? Same deal. By the time you even think about opening your eyes, both your parents are liquefying into soup. Your first meal in life? Their deluxe corpse juice. Bon appétit. Welcome to nature's most efficient reproductive program. In the Pacific salmon's genetic manual, the word parenting exists only after death. The only thing you feel now is bone-chilling cold. The water's a steady 8 degrees Celsius or less, just brisk enough to keep you from spoiling, and to slow down your development like a frozen Windows update. Hatch too soon? The predators haven't even had their coffee yet, but you'll be on the breakfast menu anyway. Hatch too late? You'll suffocate, entombed in this gourmet slush. The countdown to hatching is about 90 days. You can't do anything, only wait. You evolve into a fish-shaped pudding with a yolk sac, about 2 centimeters long, weighing 0.3 grams. The name sounds cool, Alevin, but it means immobile dumb baby. You can't swim, eat, or scream. Your only move is to wriggle under the gravel, living off the yolk sac beneath your belly. Your only defense strategy is, let others die first, while predators show up daily for an all-you-can-eat buffet, uninvited. So curl up, stay invisible, and chant the sacred salmon family motto. No noise, no bubbles, not first. 3 to 4 weeks later, your yolk sac is depleted. You've become a fry, measuring 3 to 4 centimeters in length and weighing less than 0.5 grams. Your presence is about as noticeable as a self-reply with 0 likes on a tweet. The moment you enter the upper water layer, predators like kingfishers are already lying in wait. Your tender, translucent little body glows like a light stick. Every time you open your mouth to feed, it's a gamble with death. Your tail fin has only just learned how to coordinate its swing, and you still have no idea how to brake. You slam into a clump of waterweed, try to turn around, and a predator is already splashing in behind you. In just a month, 70% of salmon fry are eliminated. You're swept out of hiding by currents, bumped into by your own kind, or simply chased until you're exhausted and blacking out. Through these life and death drills, you learn to swim. You begin to fight for river sections with more insects, gentler currents, and better hiding spots. There, you can gnaw on more insect larvae and plankton, and you're more likely to evade the killers that drop from the sky or burst out of the weeds. You level up, struggling in the world of microorganisms. From only being able to eat tiny rotifers and cladocerans the size of a fingernail, to eventually being able to bite through the waist of a mosquito larva. But along with that growth comes more competition. Your own relatives might lunge for the food in your mouth at any moment. You realize, this isn't just about growing, it's about gradually earning the right not to be someone's dinner. Your brain and eyes begin to coordinate better. You can now track the swift glide of a rotifer, detect subtle movement, shifts in beams of sunlight. You begin to tell food apart from muddy bubbles. Your newly formed nervous system and lateral line open up your emergency escape route. A ripple in the water, a tremor at the edge of a fin. You can sense the approach or threat of another fish. You approach a shadowy patch of waterweed, ready to claim it, only to be knocked back into the current by a chubbier fry. Now you understand. Your spot must be won by yourself, bit by bit, tooth and fin. After about 6 to 12 months, you enter the par stage, growing to 8-10 centimeters in length and weighing between 0.8 and 5 grams, with vertical paw marks appearing along your sides. Your ability to forage and evade predators gradually improves, meaning you can keep on surviving. A year has passed, and you finally shed the label of juvenile fry and stepped into your new identity, smolt. This isn't just a matter of growing a few extra centimeters. It's a full-body system reboot, a complete switch to saltwater mode. Your stripes fade, replaced by a sleek, silver-gray, camouflage stealth mode activated. This isn't for show, it's your cloak for slipping unseen through the dappled light of the open ocean. Your scales harden, and your skin begins secreting a new antimicrobial coating. Your kidneys? Reassigned to a new job, expelling excess salt. And your skin? It evolves into a high-sensitivity electrolyte scanner. Even sodium ions have to tread carefully. Your entire body is sending a clear signal. We're ocean-bound now. Scientists call this transformation smoltification, and you're about to begin your first great migration, from inland freshwater to the vast Pacific Ocean. You and hundreds, maybe thousands of peers form a migration carpool crew, setting off together on a one-way express route downriver. You travel mostly at dusk or under cover of night, because in broad daylight, flocks of birds above see you as bite-sized flying snacks. There are no signs, no fuel stops, no Google Maps. Your only navigation system is a scent memory embedded deep in your nose and brain. A mix of home riverbed, moss, and ancestral wastia built-in GPS passed down through generations. What you don't yet know is that this very smell will someday guide you home. At this point, you're 9 to 12 centimeters long, weighing less than 15 grams. But you're officially a rookie of the open ocean. You swim for hundreds of kilometers through estuaries. The water warms from 8 degrees Celsius spring-fed chill to 12 degrees Celsius brackish warmth. Salinity increased from 0 parts per thousand to 35 parts per thousand. Every time you open your mouth, it's a battle between adrenaline and electrolytes. Think you've made it through? Not even close. From the sky, from the water, and even from humans. Everyone's trying to catch you. The only reason you're still alive? You're too small to bother with. You thought you'd cleared the beginner zone. But really, you've just logged on to the main server. You celebrated way too soon. You've finally swum into the Pacific Ocean. A conveyor belt hunting ground dressed in the guise of freedom. Here, you have only 2 objectives. Eat like mad and bulk up fast. In the sea, you gorge on krill, small herring, lanternfish, beetles, zooplankton to gain weight. You can devour food equal to 3-5% of your body weight in a single day. Your body mass soars from a few dozen grams to 2 kilograms. Your length exceeds 60 centimeters. Muscle, fat, and speed maxed out. You think you're finally in control of your own fate. Then, in the next instant, a net sentences you to death. Then it tightens, and you're packaged whole in one swift motion. You sense the danger and struggle wildly. In the end, you break free, but leave behind 2 undeveloped scales as the price of escape. Over 3 years, you've swum roughly 7,000 kilometers, devoured prey dozens of times your own weight, never left a single photo, never posted a single update. Only fat and battle scars mark your journey, until one day, a voice rises from within. Go home. You don't know why you have to go back. You only know that your body has begun to steer off course on its own. So you give up the freedom of the ocean. Your genes have already pressed the self-destruct countdown button deep inside you. You begin to swim upstream, retracing the path of your birth. No GPS required. Back when you were just a gummy-like embryo, your body secretly tucked away a scent map of your birthplace. Later, all it takes is a twitch of your nostrils, and it springs to life. You never imagined your body could be this smart. Your gonadotropins spike like crazy. Your liver rushes overnight to synthesize reproductive signals. Your immune system quietly goes offline. Your body is slowly killing itself, just to trade death for the birth of new life. You charge up the waterfall again and again, only to be slammed back down by the water each time. Each leap costs you a few scales. Another leap, a few more wounds. After crashing into a dam once, you start questioning the whole salmon thing, but you simply can't stop. Your genes are roaring. Keep going. Finally, after leaping up several tiers, just as you're about to catch your breath, a grizzly's massive paw comes crashing down from the sky. The good news, you didn't die. The bad news, you're back to square one. Good thing you've always had the guts to start over. Once again, you set off in your generation's soup. You easily slip past the full-bellied bear. The final waterfall hangs before your eyes. You know, leaping over it means reaching the place you were born. You also know that's where your fish story ends. You burn through your last ounce of strength, dragged back to your birthplace like a corpse pulled by instinct. Your body begins to change color. Flushed deep red, dorsal fin glowing green, you look ready to fight. You switch off hunting mode, stop eating, your gut shuts down like clockwork. The bones were as hard as stone, and the face was twisted into a kype, as if someone had yanked it with a hook. You're like a fish, gone colorblind your eyes, see only rivals in heat. You clash with dozens of equally misshapen competitors. You ram them with everything you've got, just to lock yourself into that golden spot to spray your sperm, to fulfill your biological duty. If you're female, you slap the riverbed with your tail, clearing a 1 meter wide spawning pit, a red. Lay up to 5,000 orange-red eggs, then wait in a stupor for a gasping, not yet dead male to spend his final drop of sperm over the clutch you just released. After spawning, your endocrine system collapses, your skin starts to rot, kidneys fail, fungus invades your immune system. Water mold blooms over your body like white decay. You look like a soaked biology exhibit left too long in the tank. You drift downward, settling onto the riverbed. Your body begins to decompose, and your eggs lay right beside your corpse, brushed by the current, quietly waiting to hatch. You think death is the end? Not even close. You still have to be eaten. Phosphorus, nitrogen, carbonol slowly seep from your body, feeding microbes, river plants, insects, and your surviving offspring. Your script has flipped to the final page. The story goes on, just without you.